I experienced the most level ups in life after a traumatic experience. I would always be like, how dare you think you could treat me like this? Like, I need to get revenge on you. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. Welcome back to the channel. Last Sunday was Easter Sunday, so I didn't post anything, and I also was thinking of what I wanted to post and nothing was coming to mind. I like to post on this channel when I feel like I have a lot to say about the topic or whatever. Today is Saturday, so tomorrow will be April 12th and we are back to regular scheduled programming. I always heard this phrase and this saying, and it's very like a scientific saying, like energy cannot be created nor destroyed, at least by us. I always consider emotions to be considered a form of energy. Whenever I heard energy cannot be created nor destroyed, it really just clicked to me like that is why when people go through traumatic situations, you must transmute it. When you go through trauma, when you go through, and by trauma, I mean anything that creates a negative emotion within you that is a little bit more than just like something bad happened, like something broke. Like, no, like traumatic events throughout childhood, throughout your teen years, your adulthood. I honestly feel like a lot of trauma that we deal with as kids and young teens happens through relationship and through experiences with other people. I experienced the most level ups in life after a traumatic experience, after a traumatic relationship, after processing things that have happened to me years ago and finally getting into a place in my life where I can fully understand, break down, and like transmute and alchemize the things that have happened to me and the things that I have experienced. I really want to talk about Romans 12 just for a minute. Romans 12 is often talked about when it comes to revenge and people doing you wrong. Knowing that God has your back, and when it comes to revenge, he's got you. Romans 9 through 21 is perfect if you are post-traumatic experience and you are looking for that comfort from God, that he's got your back, that people are not getting away with the things that they do in this world, to you, to others, whatever it may be. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. The way you overcome these traumatic experiences in life is with good energy, is with good movements, is with progress, is with positivity. Anything that equates to good is how you are going to overcome these evil experiences, not just the people, not just the actions. You have to deal with the trauma. And trauma, I just want to emphasize, trauma is past tense. Trauma is a past tense word. When you are going through something, you're not really looking at it like, okay, well, this is traumatic and it's happening right now. Traumatic is kind of like, traumatic and trauma are words that you kind of use after the fact, because it's not until it's over that you realize just how grave the situation was. This is also why people always say things like, you can't run from your problems. If you go through something and you're trying to level up, you're trying to change, and you think just like getting a different job or moving to a different city or moving to a different state or whatever the case may be, cutting your hair, dyeing your hair, like you're still gonna have to deal with the effects of that situation. It is true. You did not work on the energy that is left, because if energy cannot be created nor destroyed and you experience something negative, and you are carrying negative emotions and a negative frequency day after day after day, you're not taking the time to work on it. You're not taking the time to learn from it, to grow from it, to change it, to transmute it, to alchemize it into something for your good or for the good of others. That energy just sits in you. And you cut your hair, the energy is still there. When you move to a different state, the energy is still there. You have to do something with it. Even if you do nothing with it and you just sit still with it, that's where depression comes in. That's where, I don't want to say anxiety, but that's where anxiety and worry and concern and overthinking and ruminating and feeling those depressed feelings, that's where that comes from. just sitting with the energy. You have to move it around because it cannot be destroyed, and we cannot create it. That person who gave you that traumatic experience, or usually it's through a person, but for those people or those friends or that family member, they were carrying that energy, and through doing whatever they did, treating you however they treated you, they transferred it, parts of it, not all of it. They still walking around with it unless they transmuted it, okay? But they gave it to you for a little bit, and now you have to do something with it. You must do something with the energy. I feel like I look crazy today. This is a sidebar, but anyways, like, you cannot choose what happens to you in this life, but you can most definitely 100% choose how you respond to it. I am so grateful that at 26, I looking back now, I can realize that I just naturally knew how to transmute. I just naturally knew how to take whatever I was experiencing and turn it into something that can help me grow. I feel like if you struggle with that, you must lean on God. He's the only way that you're going to find a solution to dealing with negative emotions that you just can't get rid of. You have to call on something outside of yourself. You have to call on something higher than yourself, stronger than yourself, wiser than yourself, and that is God. Okay? If you don't read the Bible, if you don't have any sort of connection with God, well, we all do, but go ahead, download the Bible app and go to Romans 12. You could start there. I now think about it, like, I actually used to be somebody who really did want to get revenge. I would always want revenge. I would always be like, how dare you think you could treat me like this? Like, I need to get revenge on you. I would be sitting there racking my brain trying to figure out, how can I get revenge on this person that is equally just to what they did to me? Honestly, I could never come up with an answer. Like, I could never. I was so bad at getting revenge, but I always wanted to get it. It's literally this year that I truly understand that the best revenge is God's revenge. The best revenge is giving it to God. That is the best thing you can do if you truly want somebody to get what they deserve after they did what they did to you. Like, you have to just give it to him, babes. As it says in Romans 12, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, okay? Whatever you think of doing will not justify that feeling. You have to change it. Like, you have to, this is why bad people continue to be bad people. This is why negative people continue to go around treating people the way they do, because they have these negative feelings that they're not converting into something else. Like, they're not changing it to something. They're just carrying it everywhere they go, because energy cannot be created nor destroyed. This is super short. I also want to just highlight, with negative people, you have to realize that you're looking at, you're interacting with the results of not doing something with your experiences. Whoever you encountered that left a negative feeling on you, or that left you in despair or sadness or, you know, heartbreak or whatever it is, or feeling left out or whatever it is, that person is a literal example of what will happen if you do not do something with your trauma. That is what it looks like. That is why people go around treating people like that, because they have not done anything with the trauma. Clock that, okay? I love you guys so much, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye.